Thanks for joining us for this XTA datasheet live edition on the DS8000. It's like 2 sides of A4 and should take about 3 minutes. So let's start with what it actually is, Rich.
It's an 8-channel audio distribution system. For each channel, it provides 2 transformer balanced outputs on the front panel, 2 electronic balanced outputs on the rear panel, 48 volt phantom power, 4-segment LED meter, solo, and a detented gain switch.
Okay, that's great, but what's Alex Cooper got to do with the mic preamps?
Well, they're his latest design, with improved noise performance and unheard of noise rejection.
Okay, and what else is new about the DS8000? What's this one-to-many split switching all about?
It's really easy to set up a stereo 16-way split. There's a button on the rear which routes input 1 to the first 4 channels, and another button which silently routes input 5 to the last 4 channels. LEDs on the rear and on the front panel show when this is enabled.
You said 16 though.
Remember, each channel has 4 outputs, so 4 channels with 4 outputs equals 16.
Okay, that's cool. There are more new features than I might have thought of at first glance, so moving on. These safe switches for the 48 volts, what are they for?
Well, if you're using a DS8000 as a line level splitter, the last thing you want is 48 volts sent to your console. The DS8000 detects if 48 volts is enabled on the front of house desk, or the monitor desk, or the front panel. It then switches 48 volts to the appropriate input. The safe system allows you to select who has that control. If all 3 buttons are on, then the 48 volts is effectively disabled.
Okay, I get it now. That is pretty useful. How does the dual redundant power supply connection work?
The supply in the unit is over-spec'd enough to be able to support 2 units worth of power. You connect a buddy link cable here between this socket on 2 units, and if either one's main lead gets knocked out while repatching, the other one silently picks up the ball and both continue to work. The lights on the front panel show how the unit is powered.
And what if the power gets restored?
All will go back to normal, again silently. You might never know it's happened.
Except that you won't have lost the sign, hopefully. You mentioned the solo buttons earlier.
The solo system works just like on the DS800. If you daisy chain the solo bus connections here and you press solo on this unit here, you will hear sound from the headphones here.
So I can leave the headphones plugged into one unit and check all the channels?
Exactly right.
Okay, that's cool. I see there's now a D version of the DS8000 available. This adds digital outputs, yeah?
Yeah, the DS8000D adds dual AES outputs on a 25-pin D-sub, along with a B&C word clock connection. The DS8000 can act as clock master or slave and works at the industry standard sample rates at 48, 96 or 192K. There's LED indication of sample rate and word clock lock.
Okay, that's good. So that means we can get 4 analog outs and 2 digital outs per input.
That's right. You could connect one of those digital outs to an AES MADI converter and easily create an analog AES MADI split system, keeping broadcast happy.
Brilliant. And finally, can we see the subtle panel lighting for use under stages as it says on the datasheet?
Certainly. You can't see it under normal lighting, but it looks pretty cool and is very useful in the dark.
Do it. That is pretty cool, actually. So thanks for watching this XTA live datasheet edition on the DS8000.